Good night, how everyone doing tonight. God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Irma Michelle, Spiritual Divine. I'm also the creator of the world. Um, I have a little short news for you tonight. First we're gonna talk about the monkeypox. CDC, the Center of Disease Control. They have guidelines and they issue out some traveler warnings, of this monkeypox, for all the travelers. This virus is this monkeypox virus outbreaks can be controlling, but at this time they don't have no cure for it. So be cautious of this week, especially all the ones that traveling. If you're traveling, make sure you still wear your mask. Make sure you have sanitizer and wipes with you at all time. And just be cautious of what you touch. Because so many people is traveling. And now you have another virus out there. So y'all have to be careful. So you have to have wipes and sanitizer, have your mask on, and you just have to be careful because they don't have no cure for this right now. But it is that they do have something to control the outbursts, because it's just spraying all over. Okay. That's for the travelers. Anybody that's traveling. A new virus is out there. Monkey pox. So you just have to be careful. They have the little small sanitizer and the small little packs of wipes that can slide in your purse when you're traveling. So next we're gonna talk about title-42. Not talk about title-42 so many times like a couple of months ago, for title-42 to remain. So now I'm hearing everything that's going on by the border. And that's the reason why title-42 I had requests for it to remain. So now the FBI, the director, stated that CBP, Custom and Border Protection, so now they suspect a tourist had crossed into the United States illegal. So since you don't have the policy, it's hard for DSS to maintain everyone that's coming through. So he just came through illegal and gone into the United States. So I'm I'm requesting again. I'm saying again, title-42, I want it to remain. Because you have to maintain that border with all kind of people is coming through there. So they're taking advantage of the situation what's going on right now with the police, and they're just coming through the border illegal. So I want title-42 to remain. And I've been speaking on that for the last 2 months. For the last 2 months. I want it to remain. I need it to remain. Now we won't be having these so title-42 to remain. What comes through the border. They can't maintain what's coming through the border without the policy. So everyone comes through the border have to have legal papers. They must have proper paperwork to come through the border. So now you got a terrorist just come through there without any legal papers, and also threatened. So the title-42 policy, I command it to remain. To control and maintain at the border gate. So now we're having all these problems of people just running through there without any kind of paperwork. So that's the title-42 there. I command title-42 to remain, and you won't be having all these issues at the border that they're having now. So I also talk about guns procedure yesterday. So guns were leading because of that for the United States, the children and anyone. So guns a lot of people say guns is killing people, but actually, guns are dangerous, but really it's the people are the one who pulled the trigger. So we have to be careful who we purchase guns to, because a lot of time, um you have the gun in the wrong people's hands sometimes. You don't know what's going through their mind. You don't know what's going on. So we have to really take a look at who we selling guns to. Because guns are dangerous, but people are the one who pulled the trigger. So I just announced on yesterday a guns procedure, and I also had, I understand the age. Someone put on my page the age. I know the age was 21 years old. I upped the age to 25 years old because we have to be cautious. We're not saying all young people is doing a crime, but we have to be cautious and make sure who we selling the guns to. And we don't need to be constantly selling guns to the young guys these days. So we have to be cautious because we have so much crime is going on, and you don't know what's going through someone's mind who carrying the gun. So I had on yesterday, I had read on the guns procedure. You have to be age of 25 to purchase a gun. Also, you have to make sure you have legal permit to carry the gun. Make sure when you get stopped, if you in your car driving, make sure your driving license is the same name that's on your permit papers. So everything has to line up. Because everything for what happened 2 days ago with the school and them kids. I'm constantly gonna be creating safety for these schools, and that's another thing I talked on yesterday too. I had talked on that yesterday, and also the procedures that I wanted last month too. So we have to go by these procedures because the children, the killings is coming in the school. So now I'm seeing that was two teachers were killed along 19 kids. So that was too many kids that got killed due to this crime. There's a person that came to that just shooting the kids, and the teachers probably was trying to save the kids. So my heart just still go out to those parents, and my heart just still go out to the family of the two teachers that's got killed. That's why I'm trying to create something with these guns and trying to create some safety for the schools. I need all schools to try to follow those procedures. And I need all the stores and pawn shop to follow these procedures of the guns. Because we have to put a lid on all this killing that's going on. And it's the guns that's killing. It's the people that pulling the trigger on the guns that's doing the killing. So I'm gonna keep on creating something to try to, because I'm trying to make slow down a whole lot of crime and a whole lot of issues that's going on. So I'm constantly gonna always be creating safety. you know, and I, appreciated everyone start following these procedures because this whole world had to come together. This whole world, I'm trying to put together, and I also, talked about that couple of months of this war. This war will come to an end. So that's so we talked about the CDC guidelines for the travelers because you have a new virus is floating around now. They want you to be cautious when you're traveling. Make sure you still mask up. Make sure you have sanitizer and wipes. Just be careful with your touch. Cause y'all remember before you touch something, somebody else touch. So that's what the wipes and the sanitizer and all that come in place. I also just talk about the title-42. It's confusion. You got illegal people just running through the border now. So the title 42 I want to remain. So we just talk about the gun procedure, and we talked about the school, and, so I had talk about the procedures of the guns and the school safety. I talked about all that yesterday, so guns, I moved the age up to 25 years old. You have to have legal permit, and your name on your permit had to match up with your ID or your driving license. Because anytime the police stop you, everything had to be matched. Cause I'm trying to take control of all the killing that is going on, because it's the people that pull the trigger that's kill people, not the gun. Because, see, the gun can sit up there on the dresser for a long time until someone put their hands on it and use it, So this is all the short news that I have for you on tonight. And I see y'all in the next video.